Today's adventures are, we're going to go to Mossman Gorge first, then we're going to go to the Daintree Rainforest, which is like 100 million years old and it's the oldest rainforest in the world, and then we're going to go to Cape Tribulation.
Come off the shuttle, you've got your ticket. If you want to buy anything from the cafe, 10% off. Our shuttle prices are down the bottom there.
We just took a 2-minute bus shuttle service that cost $11.80 each return ticket, or else you can walk from the centre to the gorge in about half an hour. So we just opted for the 2-minute bus journey. And we're here. Welcome to the Mossman Gorge. Let's go!
For me, the Mossman Gorge is well worth coming, especially on a hot day. The water's cold, so it's a nice contrast, so you do cool off, and it's just a nice chill out area. Put your bags down, take a dip, and then go for the rest of the day. And this is one of the few places up in North Queensland where we've been where you can actually swim, because we can't swim in too many beaches because of the crocodiles, but in this area it's totally safe. There's some fish, but they're harmless, so yeah, get yourself here and check it out.
That's the Mossman Gorge done, ticked off the list. Now I think we're going to get the ferry over to the Daintree Rainforest.
So on our way to Cape Tribulation, we stopped off at the Daintree village, and here we're doing a river cruise, and hopefully we're going to see some crocodiles.
Yeah, all this hype about crocodiles being everywhere, being in all the rivers and all the oceans, you can't swim in them. We just really want to see them now.
And this is really good because the crocodiles are just in the natural habitat. You just go on the cruise on the river and hopefully see them just roaming about how they do day to day.
We're at the Daintree River cruise and it costs $30 per person. Apparently there's a high chance of seeing crocodiles, and there's 2 really big ones out on the river today. And we got free tea, free Daintree tea. So that was the Daintree River Cruise Centre, and we had a really good time. We ended up seeing 3 different crocodiles, a snake, loads of birds, and the crocodiles, we saw one that was like 4 meters big.
Crocodiles we did see was 1 foot, that's the baby one, and the second one was 2 meters long, and then the third one was 4 meters long.
And the one that was 2 meters long, the middle one, we actually saw it catch a crab and swim into the river as well. And it was really nice as well on the boat, wasn't it? Just going down the Daintree River. It was really nice, so we'd definitely recommend to do it. And now we're going to go and actually cross the river.
Cross the river with your car, so your cars go on the ferry, a minute or 2 across the river, then you can drive further on up towards Cape Tribulation. A little stop off is Jindalba Walkway, and we're just here now. Hopefully we can see some cassowaries here. 5 minutes in walking, I'm going to be honest, it's not that impressive. It's just broad walk and I'm just seeing trees everywhere. Don't get me wrong, it's nice and quiet. I haven't seen much animals or anything like that. Would I recommend it? If you've got the whole day and you want to burn some time, yeah, come here.
That cassowary was huge. It was like the size of an ostrich, and they're so rare to see, so we're so lucky to have seen one. And I was just saying how, like, well, we were both just saying how boring the walk was until we saw that, and then we were just like, wow, this is so cool. And then we just passed a tour group as well, and none of them have seen a cassowary yet, so we were like, it's up there, go and have a look. But this is why it's so good, do these kind of adventures by yourself, because when you're in tours, you're in a group of like 20-30 people and it's just so noisy, and you always get one dickhead in a group.
Yeah, making a lot of noise, and even if there's a little bit of chatter but there's 20 people, that's really loud to animals and wildlife.
Yeah, and it's just a lot quieter when it's just us two, so it's just so much better.
Gonna get get some ice cream, baby.
This is a handcrafted tropical fruit gelato and sorbet place, so let's go check it out.
Very nice. One of the flavours we got in our ice cream was wattle seed, and that is grown in Australia, but there's like over 300 species of that seed, and the one that's edible is grown in South Australia, so it's not actually grown here, but the rest of the flavours that they have here are grown here. So you've got jackfruit, coconut, banana trees, durian. Yeah, it's really good. Everything you eat here is grown here, apart from the wattle seed.
There's loads of different places you can stop at when you're driving through the Daintree Rainforest going up to Cape Tribulation, and one of the places is My Old Beach. So you can come to the beach here. I've heard that there's sea turtles here, but I haven't seen any. And also there's a boardwalk here that's got loads of mangroves and really cool trees and vines and things like that. So make sure you check that out along the way too. We're coming towards the end of the day now, so we really want to go and see Cape Tribulation before the sun goes, because as you can see, it's gone from this beach. We finally made it to Cape Tribulation, and it is gorgeous, isn't it?
The only one's here as well.
Yeah, it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock here now, so the sun's going down, there's shade on the beach, and there's no one here at all, and it is absolutely bliss. It's gorgeous. Is it worth the hype?
Yeah, but you still can't sunbathe on it because it's crocodile, so...
Yeah, but as far as beaches go, it is up there, it's gorgeous. The mangroves that come into the ocean, and the hill, and the curve of it all, and the white sandy beaches, it's just beautiful. So that's it from us, all the road trip from Port Douglas all the way up to Cape Tribulation. It's been such a good drive, but we've got some top tips for you. Tip number 1 is make sure you hire your own car and do your trip yourself. You don't have to do a tour, and it's a lot cheaper to do it by yourself and a lot more freedom, and you don't have to deal with people on your bus and all the rest of it. So that's tip number 1, hire a car and do it yourself.
Tip number 2, you are going into the rainforest, so make sure you wear a lot of mosquito repellent so you don't get bit. You can't catch anything, but it's just irritating if you're to get bit throughout the trip all day long, so make sure you put a lot of repellent on. Tip
number 3 is make sure you stop at Woolworths before you cross the river, because you can save a lot of money by just buying a packed lunch, and plenty of water as well because it's really hot.
Tip number 4 is watch out for the cassowaries on the road whilst you're driving. You will see some, maybe, but just make sure your camera's ready, because the amount of time it takes you if you've got a DSLR camera or something to take the cap off, change the lens, it's probably gone. So make sure you get your phone out or get your camera out ready, and then just you can quickly snap it.
Tip number 5 is wherever your accommodation is, make sure you get a map from them, because when you come into the Daintree Rainforest and Cape Tribulation, your signal and your GPS is totally gone, so make sure you get a map so that you know where you're going.
Tip number 6 follows on from that. Make sure you download Google Maps. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work as good, but it's better to have it offline than it isn't.
And finally, tip number 7, I would possibly recommend doing this trip backwards. So start straight at the top of Cape Tribulation, see it in all its glory with the sun shining on it, and then make your way back down, and that way it makes your drive less long because you're starting from the top and working your way down. So we hope you liked this video, and I hope we showed you everything that you need to know and answered all of your questions, because we really enjoyed ourselves.
If you come to Cairns, make your way up, because a lot of people don't do this, and it's a shame really, because it is really good and it's something a bit different. Hopefully, like Kerry said, you like this video, you like the vlog. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, and if you've got any more questions, place a comment in the comment box and we'll get back to you.